Here we go. Hey guys, welcome back to Resistance Chicks. We're your hosts, Leah and Michelle. Isn't it the best day ever? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, they can hear us now, I think.
We have a big show.
Today is 8/18/2019. You missed all of our flubs to start with.
We did a whole show
great.
just talking about terror attacks, but I don't like doing that. I think like there's more to life.
Yeah.
But just kind of randomly going through the titles. Refugees charged with planning Islamic extremist attack in Merkel's Germany. This just out from Breitbart this week. German federal prosecutors say they've charged 3 Iraqi refugees with planning an Islamic extremist bombing. Okay. Now, when we talk about these things, you have to put and envision in your mind that they actually were able to have this go through and make it happen, because that's got to be on your wall and your list. But because they didn't have, because somebody stopped it, praise God.
Yeah.
They're like, they stopped it. No big deal. But these people are still living in your country. They were planning an Islamic extremist attack, but since they hadn't been linked to a specific organization, they don't face terrorism charges. They allegedly ordered a detonator from Britain, but never received it after authorities were arrested their contact after being unable to afford an illegal firearm through a contact.
Okay.
Prosecutors say they decided to carry out an attack using a truck bomb. Okay, with one of them taking driving theory classes. So, we can't get a gun. Our bomb didn't work. We're gonna do truck bomb. No, they couldn't get the firearms, so then they went for the truck bomb.
Exactly.
So they needed a detonator, and they ordered through contact, and that was stopped. Italy, the Five-Star Movement faces split as the members consider defecting to Salvini's Lega. Some members of the Five-Star Movement could break away from the party, choosing instead to support the populist Lega leader, Matteo Salvini, which is actually a big thing because the Five-Star Movement is left, and Salvini's Lega leader movement, Salvini, the leader of the League, whatever, the Lega is what they say.
It's because
the Lega Lega.
Yeah, okay, just say League.
The Lega Lega.
The League
leader. The Liga leader. Matteo Salvini is right-leaning. I didn't even get my whole sentence out. So Italy is facing these new elections. Calls from Matteo Salvini last week over the disagreements between his party and his coalition partners. Five-Star Movement, M5S, Italian newspaper has claimed that some Five-Star Movement members may leave the movement to join the populist leader. The newspaper states that several members of the party linked to its leader, I love these names, Luigi Di Maio, and linked to its leader Luigi Di Maio and Minister of Justice Alfonso Bonafede are backing Salvini, calling the group more akin to Christian Democrats than the progressive wing of the movement led by Roberto Fico. While there are many in the Five Stars who have vocally resisted Salvini's policies in the past, such as the security and migration decree, others, including the MS founder Beppe Grillo, have praised the interior minister. Last year, Grillo addressed a crowd during a live performance at the Adifentro del Maia, a theater.
That was a good attempt.
And called Salvini a man who
here.
does things for real. Okay. He does things for real. Earlier this week, Grillo said he would prefer the M5S govern and form a new government following the elections, but some in the movement have called on a potential alliance. So where is this going to go? We don't know, but I'm excited for Salvini.
Continue with Salvini and then...
No enter. Salvini tells a Spanish migrant ferry to sail for socialist run to Spain. Spain says a Spanish ship with 107 migrants in the southern Mediterranean can sail to Spain and disembark its passengers in... How do you say that?
I have no idea.
Somewhere in Spain. Algeciras?
I know.
Algeciras? I know that CI is a
Algeciras.
Algeciras. Anyways, Italian Interior Minister Matteo Salvini on Sunday told the open arms ship to leave Italian waters and go to Spain. Salvini contends that open arms is anchored off the southern shore of Lampedusa just to provoke me in Italy. The boat's crew says conditions on the ship are miserable. So there, Spain says.
So I think that this is Salvini's way of saying, you ain't got to go home, but you got to stay here. All right, so I need to play this clip from Farage, and then I've got to go.
You got to go.
Well, probably somebody's got to go. But before we go,
so much news, so little
I just
time.
closed out my clip from. I literally just closed it. Do you have it?
Is this? Oh, the Senate comes back with no confidence.
Keep reading. I'll get my clip back up.
Yeah, they're gonna have elections. Elections are gonna be Tuesday, I think. The Italian Senate will return Tuesday from its summer vacation to set a crucial date for a no confidence vote on Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte's populist government. So we're gonna see that happen on Tuesday. Protection group. Behavior in the immigrant dense areas is responsible for an increase in cruelty cases towards hedgehogs and other animals. Earlier this week, Swedish media spoke to Annika Sundberg, the head of the animal welfare groups in the municipality of Nashville, who claimed that youth were using local hedgehogs as footballs and kicking them around. These are immigrant dense areas, unfortunately, and added the group used to visit schools and write notes in various languages in order to inform migrant children about the laws on animal cruelty. So there is some difference in how animals are handled.
The laws on animal cruelty? What about the human instinct not to do it?
So there is some difference, and I got Swedish and my Italian are just one, and how animals are handled into Sweden. And in other countries, we have quite a good animal welfare legislation here in Sweden, which we are used to and grow up with, but it is not in all countries, unfortunately. While it is mainly hedgehogs that have been on the receiving end of cruel behavior, she noted that other animals have been exposed to cruelty as well, including rabbits, cats, and swans, indicating that footage of them having their throats cut was circulating on social media. She went on to add that the group may start visiting local schools again in the near future to inform children and saying, maybe that is something we need to start up again. Make a small information sheets for the children to tell them how to handle them and what you can and cannot do. I think it's pretty important. Other countries in Western Europe have had difficulties with migrant behavior toward animals, specifically the Muslim community, during the end of Ramadan, where some have been accused of cruelty while butchering sheep and other animals for the religious holidays. Last year in France, for example, dozens of sheep were rescued from a garage in the northern suburbs of Paris. So, yeah.
So here's the issue. And it's not cultural. This whole... their violence, the rape, the violence, the attacks. It's not just a cultural thing. You have to literally become a depraved person.
Your mind, yeah.
And that's what allows them to commit these other atrocities and crimes. It goes hand in hand, which actually does lead me right to this clip that I did get.
It does.
With Nigel here. And that is the fact that what's going on is unacceptable. It's not normal. The way these people are acting, and it does not meld and mesh with Western civilization. And Nigel finally speaks out. There's the chat. That's not what I meant to do. Hi guys, there's your own chat. Let's switch over here to, that's what we want. This clip, Barry had sent this to us. Britt Baza. Sorry about the ad. We'll mute the ad here. Wait a minute. Hang on, Nige. Go back.
On the question of Islamification, I think we have to do a bit more, probably starting in our schools, to actually teach people of the values of our Judeo-Christian culture, the good that it's done, and all that it's represented over centuries. Because I'm getting a bit tired of my kids coming home from school being taught about every other religion in the world, celebrating every other religious holiday, but not actually being taught about Christianity. Maybe sacking the Archbishop of Canterbury and getting somebody decent would be good. There are over 20 police forces now in this country that turn a complete blind eye to the operation of Sharia courts and Sharia law. If you're not prepared as a nation from the top down to stand up for your cultures and your values, then those cultures and values will be threatened. And it's one of the ways in which I just have this huge admiration for what the Aussies have done over the last 20 years. I really do. I really do. You know, they want people to go and live in Australia who will accept their customs, accept their culture, bring value to their country, and I agree with that. And if you listen to what John Howard and other PMs have said over the last 10 years, in the case of Islam, he said to them, you're welcome. You're welcome to come here and to have your children here and to bring them up as Australians. But if you're coming to take us over, you're not welcome. We need a little bit more backbone, do we not? In our church, in our police force, in our parliament.
So I'm curious, and I think that's why Leah scrolled down as well, because I watched this earlier and I was like, so when is that from?
But it looks old, like an older clip.
It does look a little bit older, but regardless of the fact of when it is, the fact that Nigel does understand it and he does see it, I think also should speak to how we should view Nigel and stop calling him this like traitor.
Yeah,
because he's not. He does get it. He does see it, but there are only so many battles that you can fight at one time. So Nigel is taking on Brexit, and in order to get Brexit, he has to have. You're going to be over here, Leah. Okay. He has to be able to walk this tightrope. So Abominable Snowman says that it's about 2 years old. So we have this idea of understanding that Nigel gets it. He knows.
I mean, if you move my chair to the side, I can stand there if you want.
Nope, this is good. This is good. I'll trade you spots, but you do need. Where's your
in the head. It's no big deal. I don't mind.
But I need to pull. Where's your cords?
It's up there on the right, all the way to the right.
No.
No, that's a whole nother thing. I don't know why you opened that up.
Okay.
All the way to the right. Yeah, there you go.
All right. Are you going to be able to
I can
see it?
Here.
Well, then all they're going to hear is me actually from this mic, though. So here, let's do it like we did last week or Friday.
Okay. Removing the chair. The chair has to come out.
Okay.
I'm not that small.
You are small.
Make yourself small. Okay.
So I took it down. I hope this will work.
that song going through my head, and I just want you guys to know that we bring to you a lot of cray stuff, okay? And suicide bombing, terror bombings, Greta Thunberg crossing over the ocean. We got socialist commies. We got all kind of crazy things. But like at the end of the day, and at the beginning of the day, and in the middle of the day, okay, your hope is in Him,
Right.
and I actually have a lot of good things to bring you guys, because when we're talking about these things, you see things, you see men like Salvini making a change. You see men like Farage making a change. You see men like Donald Trump making a change. And their common denominator is the Christian, historical Christian, Western principles that have guided us for years. And why do we even talk about it? What are these principles? We want to see children freed from slavery and sex trafficking. We want people to be free to live out their lives according to life, liberty, and their pursuit of happiness.
Right.
And as Christians, we wake up every day, and it's not just our job for us to, live our lives the way we think we should live them, but we want to make sure that everybody else has the same freedoms that we have, and that if we don't have enough freedoms, then we need to fight for those freedoms as well. And that's our job as Christians. It's our goal as Christians, and it's our duty, and it's actually a great thing as Christians. It's something that we get to do. We get to wake up and fight for justice. And the social justice warriors over there, they're not fighting for justice. They're crazed, and they're brainwashed in their brains. And we just want to give people truth. And once people have the truth, then the truth will set people free.
Exactly.
And our job is to get people truth. So
I love it.
Remember, we have a P.O. Box.
We do have P.O. Box 107, Milford, Ohio 45150. If you want to send us your letters, we will read them on air. I actually got an email, and I don't read all emails on air. But if you want to send us your letters, but anyway, I got an email that I do want to read, and I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to read it, but I will, from Carrie, talking about sex trafficking and kidnapping. She has a personal story and experience that is definitely worth sharing. But this Friday is Uncle Jack's birthday.
Oh.
So we are going to be very busy this week. We are trying to prepare. I already talked to Mom about it. And I think we are probably going to end up taking this entire weekend off of doing shows. So we probably won't do a show on Friday. We may. You can check back. I'll probably let you know. I'll probably do a short video letting you know if we're not going to do it. And again, on Sunday, we're having his children, our cousins, over to celebrate his birthday. So if we did a video, it would be well after they left and probably in the evening. So for sure, not on Sunday. No show Sunday at 1 p.m.
So I guess we're going to really have to...
But then the following week, we would probably make up for it big time. But I do think we might just take
something during this week.
I'm hoping not to, only because we've got a lot going on, and I really want to get the deck finished. We're going to be butchering chickens on Wednesday. We have to prepare for our uncle's birthday. Then we're going to be butchering chickens on Saturday, and we have a lot of pet visits and things like that. So we have a lot going on this week. So I think that it's best to put it out here today. This may be the last time you see us for a little while. But I promise to make it up for you.
I'm
so perhaps
sad. We're gonna make a video for you guys.
Maybe on Sunday in the evening we could plan on that. Like, let's say if we do a show on Sunday, it'll probably be around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be able
to make a video this week sometime.
Okay, if Leah may make a video.
I may make a video.
I really want to get this deck finished, guys. I really want to get it finished. And there's a lot I want to do in preparation for our chicken butcherings, which is going to take 2 full days out of this week on top of working.
We do have a lot going on.
So I think that we
have to take a work vacation.
We might have to, yeah. All right, so.
Well, we love you guys.
We do love you. And we miss you when we don't do shows. So thank you for being here. Thanks to all of our moderators. Why did you pull that off?
I just did
You're like a child. See, I'm the person. Raise your hand if you're the person that leaves the film on something. I do. You know why? Because there's actual instructions there telling you what to do. And now I know nothing.
Put it back
on. No, because now it'll have bubbles and it'll have little things in here. Leah she's definitely, oh no. So then I'll just stop talking because I touched your finger. So I'm not going to give you a hard time for pulling off the sticker that I've been keeping on there.
I got attacked by a wild boar.
Yeah, that's awful. Yeah.
Not really wild, but...
Pikes Peak says, my mom showed us how to butcher a chicken. You have an excellent mother. That's a mother's duty, I think. Yes, or a father's duty. All right, you guys. We love you.
God loves you.
God bless. Remember, it's not just a conspiracy theory if it's actually the truth. Like, comment, and subscribe to Masfaith 3 and Resistance Chicks. Ring the bell for notifications. Find us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. We love you. God loves you. God bless. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Rest. Get in the Word. And we will see you back as soon as possible. Bye, guys.
I was cold all alone. No place for